All right, thank you for that. We're going to move on to 10B. It's a presentation from the ship's company of Penetanguishene. I believe we have someone here from the organization to help. We do limit to 10 minutes, so if we can keep it on track, I will remind us, but...
Our checkers.
It's in the mail. Floor is yours.
Well, good evening, Mr. Mayor and Deputy Mayor and councillors. My name is Wendy, but most people know me as Birdie, and I am the president of the ship's company of Penetanguishene and also the events coordinator. We're a group of over 30 volunteers, and we build, maintain, and sail replica 1812 gunboats. And during the spring, summer, and fall, we are a tourist attraction at the town dock and out in the water. And also, when we're at events out of town, we promote Penetanguishene and its naval history. So at this time, I would like to introduce Mr. Paul Mallion, who is a director and a past president of the ship's company, to elaborate.
Evening, everyone. This is a very exciting time for me. 10 minutes is really going to be a challenge. However, let's start with this slide one. And the reason I picked this slide, these are our boats that we built. The Badger, the Lynx, the Revenge, and our little Otter, our new addition. But I want to put the logo on Penetanguishene specifically forward on slide one. Can't you see a similarity between ship's company and the logo for Penetanguishene? I think it looks pretty similar. Okay, who are we? This is some of the crew. We go to a lot of different events. That's the crew in the boat shop, and this is a crew at one of our events. We have a little video that I'm going to show. We got a grant from Simcoe Experience, and we created a promotional video. So if we can run that, please. And John was our narrator.
The Ship's Company of Penetanguishene is a non-profit organization sanctioned by the Ontario Historical Society. Our volunteer group of 30-plus people are dedicated in preserving traditional seamanship skills and knowledge. We conduct training workshops in woodworking, rope work, sailing theory, with a focus on the Great Lakes and the British Royal Navy. In support of our training efforts, we have created several training modules that walk individuals through the 4 stages of being a competent sailor, with the end result of becoming a coxswain or skipper of the vessels. Throughout the sailing season, we attend a number of paid events and sail twice per week. Over the years, the ship's company has built and sailed a number of replica early 1800s gunboats and currently have 3 sailing vessels. If this sounds interesting to you, please visit our website.
So that gives us a good, by the way, before I want to start, I should have said thank you for all the people from Ship's Company who are giving me a lot of moral support. I mean, you probably haven't had so many people in a meeting than in this group. Anyways, we got about 14 or 15, about half of our crew are here. So thanks for coming out to help me along. Okay, let's do the next slide, please. No, yeah, this, yeah. There, oh, there you go. That's okay, Emily. Here we go, great, thank you. Okay, we've got some talking points here. But in a big overview, Birdie mentioned already, but we're a group of dedicated members. We're dedicated to the preservation of marine heritage, boat building practices in and around Penetanguishene, between the years of 1800 and 1850. That's why you see all these uniforms. I'm a 1812 British sailor, and all this crew, this is what they would wear back in 1800. So we do reenactments in this costume and uniforms. The group started originally in 2000. I wasn't there at the time, but the founding people, there's a lot of founding people here started it. The group started with at Discovery Harbor. They were sailing on the Bee and the Tecumseh, and that was with the Ontario government. And they used to take people out on these sailing ships. Unfortunately, the Mike Harris government was elected, funding it was gone. And so we had these members that didn't know what to do with themselves. They're so used to sailing. So what happened is that they created the ship's company of Penetanguishene. We have 7 directors, a president and directors, and a secretary treasurer. Robert is our secretary treasurer. Birdie is our president. Not for profit. We actually incorporated the business in 2001. So we're an incorporated business, a not-for-profit company. Next slide. So we do lots and lots of paid events. And I'll give you a little less in a few slides. You'll be surprised. Not only in Penetang, not only in Midland, but far-reaching as Halifax. We go to Port Colborne. We go to Wasaga. We just have a whole bunch of paid events that we've been participating in over the number of years. We also build and fix boats. We've built 5 boats. We showed just 3 on the slides, but we've built 5 boats since 2000. We teach anybody who comes out, we can teach them how to sail on these 19th century gunships. We also offer a very comprehensive educational modules to take members and individuals from a seaman level right up to a coxswain, where they will be able to actually skipper one of these 3 or 4 boats that we have. So it's really, really good. And we also have educational seminars. Some of our members here, Chris has done a very good educational seminar in the Royal Navy in the Napoleonic era. Other people have done navigation. So we do a heck of a lot, not only for the community, but we're just busy. Next. Okay, this is the Badger. The Badger was our second boat. It's 36 feet long, sorry. We built it as a result of a Trillium grant. They gave us money for the motor, the money for the sails, and a trailer. So we started that in 2000. 2001, July 1st, we launched it in Penetang. And we actually launched it without the spars, the mast, and any of the rigging. We're so excited we had launched it without it. So it's a gigantic rowboat at the time. So, but it's a beautiful boat. We can put up 9 sails. It's our flagship, and we love sailing that boat, and it's very seaworthy. It's great. Next slide. Okay, this is the Lynx, not that one on the right. Mark pointed out that wasn't Lynx, but I really like the picture, so I put it up anyway. This is the Lynx. The Lynx was our 4th boat, 35 feet, almost the same as Badger. Once again, Trillium grant. We're very good at getting Trillium grants. We've had 4. They gave us money for a motor, sails, and a trailer. And that we started in 2010. So that was a really good addition to the fleet. Next. These next 2, on the right is our very first venture called the HMS Revenge. 14-foot. We started, not me, the group started construction in 1999. They started in somebody's basement. It got too big for the basement. So the town of Penetanguishene let us use their blacksmith shop at the time. Now we're going back now 25 years. And as a result of that, we got bigger, and we launched that boat July 1st in the year 2000. The one on the left is a very interesting story. We built this boat. It was originally called the HMS Star. It was built for a group that found us out in London, Ontario. We put together a plan. I didn't build it, but I helped in the letter of agreement. We built it, sold it, made $5,000 doing it. And just recently, meaning last year, the people said to us, listen, we can't use this anymore. Storage costs too much. What would you like to take the damn boat back? So we said, what's it? It's just another boat. So we changed it from the Star to the Otter, and we're going to sell that little boat this year. So we've got 4. Next, please.
I'll just let you know we got 2 minutes left, please.
All right. Here's where our source of revenue comes from. Fees, mostly government grants, paid events. We sold assets because we build and sell things. Next slide. There's our financial supporters. Next slide. Electric motor that we put in Badger. Thank you, Trillium. Next slide. New sales. 8 new sales going to be, we're getting them this year. We just got a Trillium grant last year. 8 new sales, $13,500. Thank you, Trillium. Next. These are some of the events over the last number of years. I'm highlighting 2. The one in red, that's what's most relevant to you. And guess what? We do those for free. All those others are paid events. That's how we sustain ourselves. But because we like you so much, and you help us with the boat shop and reasonable lease and boat slips, we thank you for that. And we feel at least we can give back. So we're in the Winterama. Next slide. That was last year. We're in this coming weekend. Next slide. Also in the July 1st. July 1st. Next slide. Francis, who's over here. Francis is our gunner. Everybody loves the cannon. Next. There's the boat shop in a good day. Here's what it looks like now. We're going to have to pull that boat out to get it to the road. Next slide. Our workshop, over the years, this really good workshop, really developed great number of tools. Everybody's donated time and effort to this. Next. It's just really quite a fascinating spot to be in with all these riggings and shrouds and strays and all that stuff. Next. I told you that we build and fix and repair. Those are 3 examples that we've done and we've sold. And we made almost $10,000 last year as a result of our efforts. People hear about us and we're such good boat builders. They just come and we say, we'll see if we can squeeze you in. Next. Our celebrity, I couldn't leave the slide. Francis is our number 1, our resident artist. He's a fabulous artist, but he gets all of the PR on city TV. So anytime they want to talk to anybody, I think Francis is looks like a sailor from 1812. Next slide. This is part of the crew. A stormy crossing in Aurelia. They went to Pirates Day in Aurelia. I wasn't there, thank goodness, because that was a big storm they went through. But they're all here today. They survived. Next. And I just put this up. This was at Fort Willow. I thought it was great because Mark is one of our go-to. These are all people from Ship's Company. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, from Francis. Next slide. I'm going to leave you with some of these pictures. These are some of our members. We've got Mike, Eileen, Frank, Peter. Next slide. Birdie, of course. Mark is our guy, and I'm holding the sign. And thank you very much.
So I want to thank you. I've said many times what make Penetanguishene so great is the people and the community. And this is an example of a community of people coming together and supporting this great venture. And thank you for the invite last year at the launching event. I was happy to be there. If I was thinking, I would have wore the hat you gave me last year, but I wore it with pride this year, especially as a Nova Scotia. But thank you. Tonight, we do have something on our committee of the whole agenda to talk about the agreement. I'll ask council, do you have any questions for our presenter this evening that you would like to bring up now? Thank you so much on behalf of the community for all the work that you do. Thank you.